Of the 638 wrestlers on the May rankings chart, 16 are over the age of 40. Today, I'll focus on the 4 oldest men, 3 over-45s, and the man who joins their club next month. The January retirement of 51-year-old Hanakaze, of whom more later, leaves 4th Division Shoketsu as the oldest active fighter. When called on for pace, he tends to stumble like so. But though muscles have sagged, his stamina hasn't. His defensive blocks keeping far younger foes at bay for minutes at a time when needed. Key to his game is that leading left knee, the base for elbow pins and left parries. And when on the belt, often with inside right, he leans down well, wearing down his foe's resolve. Here, his left hand acted as buffer while his right, unable to work the pulling throw, reeled in on the spin. Weakened initial impact is a handicap these days. He rarely wins a tachiai, thus obliging his back foot reputation. But his sideways movements and tilts still work with a suitable grip. That, however, did not come in the finale against teenager Murayama, whose progress under Koto-Oshu has stalled since taking Division 6 on debut a year ago. For Shoketsu, that's 1,120 bouts since 1995, and as far as I can tell, not one duty missed through injury. Sumo's second oldest man is Sawai Samu, born 5 months after Shoketsu, but having joined Sumo far earlier. He was only 15 on his bow in 1992, and this May marks 30 full years in the professional ring, a feat made yet bigger by the fact he spent 2 of his first 3 years out injured. His glory days I have struggled to find. He has never gone beyond Division 5. There were times in the late 90s when he comfortably posted 3 or 4 wins a meet. These days, he mostly gets 2. The second of those this time was through final day default by his opponent. He remains without a winning score since 2017. And he trained with Shonan Sakura most of that time. The third oldest wrestler is renowned for doing this. Making "Please don't hurt your twirling hand" our silent prayer each time he fights. Satofuji was 44 when these bouts were fought, but has since turned 45 on April 15th. At just 170 centimeters tall and barely breaking 110 kilos, he's been grappling with height and weight gaps for 26 years. His third-tier outing in 2005 was surely his first and last, but he still posts winning scores in Tier 5. Though sadly not this time. Sumo's fourth oldest man will turn 45 just after the May meet. Yoshiazuma was once of Division 1, hence is still capable in Division 4, using every one of his 196 centimeters to press down on panting foes and squeeze air from their lungs. Long standstills naturally ensue, which is why I'll have to edit. The 6 bouts of his I saw in March lasted well over 3 minutes combined. A right arm inside and left over the top is his preference. Toppling torso added if required. And his scalp of the fortnight was Hakuho's pupil Raiho, who could not recover from the forward slap. A creditable 5 and 2 earns Yoshi a 33-rung rise, but mid-division 4 is where his limits seem to reside. Let's see if he proves us wrong. Finally, back to Hanakaze, whose 26 years as Tatsunami stable Chanko chef will be put to use in the city of Kobe, where he's just opened a Chanko restaurant. For the moment, he's trained another cook in his recipes and will appear on Saturdays only. His main job will be ferrying passengers around the historic sites of Kyoto as a taxi driver. "I'm sad to leave Sumo, but it's a path I had to walk," he told the press. "I kind of outstayed my welcome." Tatsunami men who devoured his Chanko would surely disagree.